Because I pressed the mute button. Because I pressed the mute button. Press F4 to enter the terminal, but I'm glad that as it should be. In terminal, type the following one-line command. Yeah. That's something you should be trying, but you haven't slept yet, have you? Who's gonna deal with the ISP guy? Are you sure it's coming today? Okay, well, I really hope he does, dude, because no matter how good this wireless is working out for you right now, it will never be as good as cable. I am, but it's... oh, here we go, it loaded just now. Why is it so zoomed in? I mean, not the stream, but the camera behind your character. Wasn't it more zoomed out before? But the stream is fine. Ooh, this looks pretty good. The roof is a little cramped for sure, like your head is almost making contact with the ceiling. It's kinda, yeah. You slept last night? I think you stayed up when I went to. Oh. I think it looks great. I think the area has so much potential for you to expand on, you know? Dude, I really like this. You've done a lot of shit. I'm still waiting. Oh wow. Well, to be fair, it is a very basic shader shader effect, but it still looks amazing. But that's because it's not like these guys have developed it themselves. It's just a really great asset which is part of the Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine 4. No, but these things are included with the engine, you know. These are like effects and shit. But it's really nice. It really is, adds a little extra, you know. Why'd you install Skyrim, by the way? Did you run it yet, or did you just install it? Oh, I didn't know you could even go underwater in this game. I thought you only swim above water. And and you get XP for it too. Do you get a lot of XP when you kill guards? Where'd you get these deer heads? That looks awesome. No. And you could just come and mount them in your house? How is it running? Did you do your settings, like the graphics settings? Like did you bring down the post-processing effects and shit like that? Well, the thing is that not much can be done regarding the loading time, although it might have improved, but that's because you don't have an SSD. Now loading is not gonna improve so much because you need an SSD for that, man. It's like it's the limitation of the hard drive, you know. But generally, dude, you should get the feeling that it's just running a lot leaner. Dude, what about the, you know how before you said you didn't set your monitor to full RGB? Does this game look any better now with this? I'm really happy about that, dude. Makes me feel good, to be honest. No, it's good, dude. It was needed. It was something that was needed. How, I thought, what, they get rotten after a while? Dude, this area is just amazing. I like. I wish you guys just were here when you were playing together. Dude, like that guy on the stream, remember how much little detail he had added to his house? That's what really makes it. Because without those little details, it just looks like a giant square, you know, emptiness. Feels kind of, yeah, you need those little details to improve it. Yeah, it has to be made. I hate that crap shit when like your head is touching the fucking, your helmet is clipping through the ceiling for God's sake. That doesn't feel good at all. Although once you get more materials, I would make your house completely out of like wood and shit instead of stone. Yeah, cause, cause this house is still feels like it's you know it doesn't fit the environment, the color scheme. Like remember that guy who made the village with the wood and shit? That felt so amazing. It felt like one of them Vietnamese huts or whatever. That looked awesome. Wow. You can't trade in this game though, right? Dude, can you do me a favor? Are you running this game in windowed mode or full screen? Or is it, I mean, is it full screen windowed or is it dedicated full screen? I want you to remember how I installed that MSI Afterburner for you and the icon is on the taskbar next to your clock? It's always running in the background. I want you to bring that up on the stream. I want to see the temperatures and the fan. I want to see how hot your GPU gets while you're playing this game. But don't exit the game though. Yeah, can you make it like, yeah, that will even put more stress. Window full screen, yeah, there you go. I don't think you actually changed it. Oh, you did. Yeah, if you just click on MSI. Oh, now you. Yeah, now you changed it. Dude, look at that, man. Okay, the fan speed. Do you see the fan speed is going up to 69%? Because that's the fan curve I set up. But look at your GPU temperature, it's 56 degrees. I have a feeling before this, look at that, 70%. I think before this, your GPU was probably running at about like 80 degrees, 70 degrees easily without this custom fan curve I set up. But right now, what this is great because what this does is as soon as the card gets hot, the fan speed will automatically increase because I've set up a custom fan curve, you know. And I've also increased the power limit. I've also increased the power limit to 121, so if the card wants to overclock itself, like look at the core clock, it's running at almost 2 gigahertz, man. And look at the memory clock, 5 gig, dude. The card is automatically overclocking itself because it's no longer overheating, and the power limit is maxed out. You could add another like 30 megahertz to just get that to be 2 gigahertz, like, but never mind, just leave it for now. I don't want to touch it. Because sometimes when you overclock something, it can crash. But don't close MSI Afterburner, always minimize it, and always have it running in the corner. It's like one of the most important fucking programs to have if you have a big graphic card. This will also keep your card safe, you know that, right? Because if you were getting super high temperatures in this heat of summer, it's fucking terrible, dude. Yeah, but still, if the speed of the fan isn't as fast as it needs, it should be. Because the the graphic card BIOS, without any programs running in Windows, does increase the fan speed whenever the graphic card gets too hot, right? But it's not as aggressive as if you were to set a custom one yourself. I've set a very aggressive custom fan. The downside to it is that you might hear more noise coming out of your PC because the fan is spinning like at 70%. Yeah, but the upside is that the card runs cool, and that's like the most important thing. This thing I have set up is a very aggressive fan curve. So I think your graphic card has probably aftermarket fan cooler. It's not the stock cooler, so it comes with some proper fans and proper heatsink. But 56 degrees is just phenomenal, dude. That is like almost like ice cold for a GPU. It's Celsius, of course, but yeah. Because you gotta understand that if the card gets over 70, 80 degrees, you know what it will do to cool itself down and not risk burning out? It will automatically downclock itself. And what does that mean? It means that it will run slower. So your games will run slower, your frame rate will not be as high, because the card has to downclock itself to prevent itself from overheating. But if you have a proper cooling, that will never happen, and the card can even increase its clocks as well to get extra performance. All that is really important for smooth gameplay, dude. I'm telling you, man, people don't really care about things like this, but it's fucking important. thing I'm noticing is that the camera seems to be really close to your character. It could be the field of view. Did you? Because it's still. I don't know, maybe I'm just mistaken, but it felt like before the camera was a bit further away from me. Yeah, but also, is there a field of view setting? You should set it to like, on a 24-inch monitor, you should set it to like 90, if there is a field of view setting. Alright, well, I didn't see it. Because I'm also working on this RetroPie thing. Oh no, now you just did it, dude. Your vertical field of view was, there you go. There you go, dude. You see? Now you just did it for me. You had fucking 60. 60s for big TVs on console. Alright, let's see here. What is the deal with Wi-Fi not working? You currently don't have Wi-Fi country setting on the Raspberry Pi model. Would you like to? You gotta set a title yourself, I guess. No! It says Conan Exiles for me, man. Oh, but that's the game detection. I don't know how you change it. Yeah. I never bothered with that. Those look good, dude. Does look good. Yeah, look at that. Doesn't feel so fucking claustrophobic now. It's like Fallout, man. It's like very similar to Fallout, but at least you could update Fallout with mods and shit. What the fuck is this? Hello?
From Business Association. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you?
I'm calling you regarding your domain which you have recently purchased. So are you the owner of this domain?
Yeah, what domain is that?
It's 8bitpawns.com. Is it
Okay.
your domain?
Yeah, it is, yeah. That's right.
Okay. So I'm here to provide you unbeatable cost and to let you know what it will take to build your mobile responsive website, alright?
Okay.
Okay, so which kind of website are you looking for?
I'm not looking for any preset. I've already made my own.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you. Man, these fuckers keep calling me every day, man. Dumb. Fucking annoying, man. Texting. They want me to buy some website development. Like, they come here and make websites for me, bullshit. Yep, and I already have my friend who made me what I. They know that I just bought my domain, so they keep, you know. My friend made me a really sexy page. He's gonna improve it more. It's not yet done. But you better stop saying nigger all the time, dude. I wanna report you. I'm reporting you right now to the black authority. Oh, I like that balcony. I just saw that. Wow, I didn't know you had a balcony there. You didn't show me the balcony before. Wow, that's. The only thing is that it looks really great from the front, and it looks really great from the side where you have a stairs leading up to it. But from the other side, it looks just kind of flat. So maybe you can extend into a shed or a shack or an outer house. No, I was thinking more like. Okay, let me give you an idea of what I was thinking. I was thinking if you extend a ceiling with wooden legs covering your area of work desks, but not an actual house, more like just a. You know what I mean? You mean to the environment? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's not quite. Yeah. Well, yeah, I know it's like a 10, but I would think right now you should like go on a hardcore resource farm. I am in the mood to play something, but I just want to finish this real quick because I am doing some little git bash commands here to set up some of the stuff that I need. df dfh. I have, but not so much. But I have. Well, I went to bed at 2 a.m. and I woke up at like 9. So it's okay, but it's not great. Yeah. But I don't have a continuous sleep, that's the problem. Keep waking up. Dude, I have an incredibly high-speed ultra crass micro SD card in this Raspberry Pi, which is 128 gigabytes from Samsung, and I paid a fuck ton of money for it, but it's one of the biggest SD cards I can put into this Raspberry Pi. Well, there is one bigger, but that one is cost a fortune. I'm only using 2% of its total size right now, and I can tell you that from my estimation, if I wanted to put okay, not only I can put every single Sega, and when I say Sega, I don't mean Sega Genesis, I mean every single Sega console ever released in the world. I mean every single Nintendo console, every single Atari console, every single Commodore. So I'm thinking something close to maybe 100 to 200,000 games I could fit into this. Easily. No, man, that's ridiculous. Because, yeah, you could do it. You could just dump all the shit there, but do you realize how fucking crazy that would be? You don't want to play that many games. I only want to put the stuff I really need on it. Alright. Let's exit emulation station. Let's go to Bluetooth. I love Bluetooth. Let's configure this Bluetooth controller. How the fuck did you do that? Let's see. This is the 8-bit DOE SFC4. Guide to setting up the controller. Sorry, I'm just focusing on this menu. I want to set up the register and connect Bluetooth device. even with this wireless card, your stream is not lagging at all, and I guess the game online isn't like internet lagging either. This card is pretty legit, man. If you would have gotten the cheaper one, it wouldn't be like this. Alright, dude. This is looking good right now. Where is my PlayStation 4? I hope that guy brings a new router with him. They usually should carry them. I mean, that's standard protocol. But if they don't, then the only solution here is to basically just bitch slap him. Just walk up to his face and like, yo, you want me to suck your dick? And then he'd be like, no. And then you'd be like, well, if you don't fix my shit, I'm gonna do it. Ooh, default censorship. Oh, thank God. I thought I accidentally formatted my external hard drive with all my data and shit. That could have been really bad. Alright, now I'm gonna copy off all my ROMs. How many ROMs do I currently have? Well, only 53. Not good enough. Dude, I really appreciated how you don't constantly nag me to install this game. I gotta be honest with you, I really hated that. Because it's not like I don't want to play with you or anything, it's just it doesn't sit well with me, you know. Sometimes games just don't sit well with you. I'm just not in the mood for it. And asking someone to constantly download it is not exactly fun. You know what, constantly telling someone to just like he was constantly like, come on Menergy, come on Menergy, that was so fucking annoying. My friend is like that too. If I tell him to do something a lot, the guy who made me the website and his server, that guy, if I keep telling him to do that a lot, he will just get super pissed out of it. Oh shit, dude! There we go. My games are here, dude. Alright, let's test one out. Make sure it's working. You know how it is, right? If you want me to, yeah. Alright, I gotta bust out my hardware, but I will. I haven't. No, no, don't stop yours just yet, cause I haven't. I haven't. I need to bring out that device because I have a piece of hardware that require. Like I need to connect and it's a cool story. But anyway. UI settings. Scrap. Let me just scrap my games here. Start scrapping, dude. Alright, so this is Aladdin. Yeah, that's good. What is this? Jungle Strike. Desert Strike. No, what is this? Desert Strike. Hold on. This is the... Oh yeah, Double Dragon. Golden Axe. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, one of my favorites. Mortal Kombat 2, Robocop 3, Shining Force 2, Sonic the Hedgehog, first Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, no, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 is, oh here it is. What I'm doing is that this RetroPike has this system where it can connect to a database of all games and based on the name of your ROMs it could download the box art and the game description and the release year and all the metadata of a game. So when you go on the list you can... Yeah, I did. It was a while ago, but I did. I gave it a cool story. But now I have two of these devices. I think I don't know, you're probably right, I should sell it. Like, I should fill it up with games and sell it. Because this thing is worth so much more than that piece of shit Nintendo thing they made, the NES Classic or whatever. course. Contra 3. The Alien Wars, yeah. Oh, I gotta get... I can see you mining it right now. Dude, this area looks so gorgeous. It's like a mountain path between... It's like a path between the mountains. This reminds me of the starting area in Skyrim, where you just get released from the prison. Yeah, what is that light beam? Oh, it's that thing. But it's like lighting up the area in front of you, like if it's sunny or something. It's kind of weird, like the little pathway in front of you is like totally lit up. Okay. But is it based on the same city? Is it based on Seattle, like in... No, it's not Seattle, sorry, it was Boston. It was Boston, actually. Also, it's another open world Fallout. Wow. What? Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want shit like that in Fallout. I don't play Fallout to be online. We'll see about that, man. Knowing Bethesda and their Junus, they might push you towards it with some microtransaction stuff, and who knows. I'm gonna not get my hopes up, dude, because Bethesda hasn't exactly been amazing. Bethesda doesn't have the greatest track record, dude. Street Fighter 2, the World Warrior. Which one is the World Warrior, man? World Warrior. Turbo 2. Oh, there's like so many fucking Street Fighters. I'm just gonna pick this. Who cares? Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fight. Oh, is this one? There we go, Turbo. Super Castlevania. Oh man, I gotta get Castlevania Symphony of the Night. What a fucking legendary game. I just got that right now. I just got the box art for that. I fucking love that game, man. But the NES version or the SNES version is not the best version. It was like the cut down port. The original, well, yeah, of course, but the original proper version was on Commodore 64, the actual computer. That's the beast version. Super Mario RPG, Super Mario World. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Super Metroid. Super Punch Out. Mike Tyson's Punch Out, here we go. 43 games successfully scraped. Oh yeah, alright, let's try one out. Which one can we try?
Demeat will have your heart, Outlander.
Are you far from your body? Shit. But you're fighting two people. Oh yeah, it's working, dude. Look at that 8-bit beat it. I love this. This is so awesome.
So that I can
Yeah, sure. I gotta get the... I'm gonna get the thing out right now. Alright, let me see. Where did I put my shit? Oh, here it is. Elgato. Alright, I've just try one last thing here before I connect up my business. Just trying a game from every console to make sure it's rendering properly. Oh yeah, yeah it is. Yeah it is. There we go. That's that good? Is that the currency in the game? Oh, this is running so well, dude! Look at this. This is just running No! I'm gonna... Okay, I'm gonna plug it in the... and just shut it down. Well, I have two now, man! I could have given you one. This little fan with this one is a little bit whiny. I gotta get a better quality one. Maybe one from Nokia or something. But it's gonna be really tiny. Right, I'm gonna need to use my second computer to stream this, but it should be fine because I have everything set up there. I haven't, ever since I reformatted, I didn't, you know what this Elgato is? Have you ever heard of? Well, it's a 1080p USB capture device, you know, because you gotta use that to capture like PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, whatever that is HDMI, and you need it basically. I'm gonna hook it up to my second PC here. I love this thing, man. I don't know why. I just wanted to buy the latest model because they released a new Raspberry Pi called Raspberry Pi B Plus, and the processor is 200 megahertz faster, and it has an integrated heat spreader, so it's a bit cooler. And at the same time, the wireless card has been updated to AC, so it's fully. Before it was just a G, 2.4 gigahertz. Now it supports 5 gigahertz, so I can copy shit to it super fast, and. The LAN has been upgraded. They made some like nice improvements to it. And then this new Raspberry Pi case that I bought, even though it looks identical to my old one, the new revision has some really nice improvements. Including, well, the fan is something you could put in the old one, but one big improvement is called safe shutdown and safe restart. Now, I'll give you the lowdown really quickly on that. Before, on the old case, when I pressed shutdown or restart, it just cut power immediately in the middle of a game, and this could corrupt the file system because it's not how you're supposed to. Because in the original Nintendo, you could quickly press shutdown, nothing would happen because those are just ROMs. But this is a computer. You need to shut it down like a proper computer. It needs to go through the procedure of shutting down. You're not going to just cut the power to your PC, you know. This thing has a little extra motherboard inside it, which will act as a safe shut. So when you press the shutdown button, you can see it will actually shut the computer down properly. Before I had to do it through the controller, through the menus, but now I can just do it through the buttons and it will be totally safe. So that's one of the biggest things. The fan is nice too. Alright, let's see here. Where's my open? so here's my Elgato. Oh, but this shit is set to stream on YouTube. I gotta change that. Hang on. Here we go. My YouTube stream. YouTube. So. Dude, of course, man. What do you think? Those guys that are sitting there doing shit like that are destroying themselves. Like, gaming to them is no longer. We game for entertainment and fun. They can't do that anymore. And another thing about those guys is that they sometimes get those deals to sit there and play a new game that just got released. And a lot of those new games that just got released are pretty piece of like complete garbage, right? But they get paid, sponsored to play it and promote it. Even though if they hate it, even though it's completely like mind-numbingly boring, they gotta do it because that's their thing, right? So, yeah, you think like it's fun, but damn, dude, it's like. Of course, dude. What do you think? Those guys, like for example, Swifty. He's been doing that World of Warcraft shit God knows how long now. You know, can you just imagine the pain that must be? Dude, he's acting out, man. Dude, you can tell the guy is in fucking pain. Like, it doesn't. First of all, the game is a piece of shit. Like, how often can you sit there 24 hours a day stream the same fucking bullshit? Trust me, man. Some people think those guys are so lucky. Oh, they get paid for gaming, but you know, the truth is not actually what you may think it is. Yeah, of course. Like that black guy, remember him? He's like spending all that shit and everything. What makes you think he's actually gonna, you know, get anywhere, man? He had like fucking 7 viewers and 2 of them was you and me. You and I. He was trying way too hard to like be funny or whatever, you know, he was trying way too hard. He was just trying to like make his viewers laugh by shit talking you and be funny, but he was in reality he was just not natural because you gotta naturally you can't learn how to be funny, you just gotta be naturally funny. If you try to force it to be funny, it just sounds incredibly cringy and lame. Well, dude, I'm about to get my stream up. Yeah.